in 10th grade. Some of y'all play varsity in 9th grade. You know what I'm saying? But it's a marathon. Some of y'all gonna grow a little later than others. But as long as we keep competing, I promise you, you'll be fine. As long as you come from here and you compete like you come from here up there, you pass everybody else. All right, so it's room enough for everybody to be good here. So even though some of us made great plays today, that's not a knock on nobody else out here. So if you're competing, you're doing great. And a lot of y'all didn't compete like I thought y'all would, because I've seen the same people going a lot. You know what I'm saying? Those are the same people that's going to push their way to the front in everything y'all do. You know what I'm saying? So the same people that push their way to the front today will be the same people that keep pushing their way to the front. And they'll let little people like me pass them up. You know what I'm saying? So.
Go ahead, Chief.
Hey, one thing I'm going to say is make sure y'all keeping God first. I'll talk to you something about law of attraction, all right, about positive energy. You got to be able to speak it into the universe, all right? Speaking it into your life. You feel me? And if you don't believe it, it'll never happen. I seen a lot of y'all, like you were saying, standing in the back. If y'all want to make it to the NFL, get a scholarship, y'all got to be the ones in the front. Because the more opportunity you got, the better opportunity you can get a scholarship. All right? So I want y'all to speak it, believe it. You got to visualize yourself putting on that hat during signing day. You feel me? Buying your mama crib. Now, all of those things lead into what? Football, right? But just making sure y'all taking care of that student aspect. All right? 3.5 GPA and higher. I need it from all of y'all. Getting y'all a degree, because football is not forever. I never made it to the NFL. Got cut by the CFL, Winnipeg Blue Bombers. But I trained over 100 professionals. Todd, Gurley, AB, name them all. But guess what? I kept working, I kept grinding throughout football to where it led into everyday life. You feel me? In all walks of life, I'm gonna be successful, no matter what, because what football gave to me. All right, so when y'all going throughout this process, make sure y'all attentive to details. All right, listening to your coaches, you discipline, because like I said, y'all gonna be the ones over here one day, and football is over for us. We ain't getting it back. So make sure y'all taking care right now, and understand all of y'all competing against each other. Only a certain amount of people get a chance to go to the NFL. All right, and I don't mean to be that person, but I'm gonna be that person. Because it's South Florida, I'm gonna put a bigger number. 20 y'all going to the NFL. You feel me? Just because it's an invite. You feel me?
Might be.
So,
another important thing is the best person and the worst person out here is not that much difference between y'all. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all develop at different ages, you know. So some people might be a little head, you know what I'm saying? But in general, all y'all pretty much close to each other. So it comes to who got the most character, who got the best grades, who tried the hardest, who's the easiest to coach. I can tell you, I go with the person that's easiest to coach. Yeah. And other people can do it too. So whoever easiest to coach, whoever fall direction the easiest, because all y'all pretty much the same. You run fast, you jump high, you jump high. Who listen? Yeah. Who I like. It's all coaches go with who they like. It's just like anything. And all y'all parents got jobs. Ask them, do they boss like it, or who the boss like it? Because they gonna get special treatment. Make that person you.
And as these guys said, there's only so much football that you can play. So you set yourself up while you are on top. Learn to mingle with those that are on top, that want to mingle with you because of who you are at that time. So when this game of football is over, you're still mingling in those circles.
Like about relationships.
I spend pretty much 80 to 90% of my time around NFL owners, from the Jerry Joneses to the Robert Krafts. You're talking about multi-billionaires in this industry that own teams. And you sit down, I've had a chance to sit down with Jerry Jones and ask him questions of how he became who he is. He took a lot of time, he took a lot of chances, but he believed in himself. I left South Florida. When I left South Florida, I was told that I would never make it as a football player in the Big 8. The Big 8 did was the SEC now. That's where the national champions were coming. I was 155 pounds, 5'5".
5'7", 145.
Going to the toughest conference in America as a running back.
Tell them they go to the Hall of Fame, they're going to see your football.
If you're in Atlanta, and you ever get a chance to visit the College Hall of Fame, you will see my ball to where I set 2 NCAA records. I was the Big 8 Player of the Year. I led the Big 8 rushing Those are the conferences where the Barry Sanders and all those guys came out of. I led Big 8 in rushing, Big 8 Player of the Year, and I set 2 NCAA records. One still stands to this day. I was in the Guinness Book of World Records. The most carries, 58 carries in one game, still stands to this day.
Workhorse.
But I prepared myself 396 yards at that time was the top of the echelons. You got to figure, I'm in a class with Marshall Falk, Melvin Gordon, LaDamian Thomason, and P. Ryan, and Troy Davis. I'm in, before Marshall Falk said it, I broke it. It lasted for 10 years. But the one thing I say, I prepared myself that when that day comes, I was going to be ready. When my opponent was sleeping, I was working. When they was working, I was working. They never outworked me. Remember that. Understand? Stay respectful, because those that you see on your way up, eventually you meet them again on your way down. And that way, that's what people are looking for, character. Character is becoming big with you guys. That's how they try to figure out how to knock you down from who you are, or justify why they don't have to mess with you. Don't give them those, don't give them that. I've seen a lot of talent out there. I was just down at UM's kickoff of their Camp Paradise yesterday over here at the Hard Rock. And that's the one thing that they were talking about.
Characters.
3 of UM coaches I trained. Just as T. Slot, we've trained. If you look at South Florida, if you talk about those that are in the NFL, we've trained. At some point, anybody coming out of this area done came across one of our paths.
It was anybody.
That's if there were anybody. But you got to put yourself in that position. They'll tell you quick, I didn't train. If you had attitude, I wouldn't have been dealing with you. I don't care what you came with.
Right back to
And I'm a hard worker. If you can't work hard, I don't even want you around me. Period. I don't care about the money you have, because I've trained Hall of Famers. One of the best to ever do it to come out of South Florida. And that was Michael Irvin. That set the bar for when it comes to hard work. When you talk about the University of Miami, you talk about the hard work in the days that they was on the glory, his name is one of the first names that pop up. You got to put yourself in position to see yourself being successful. That's all I gotta say. Make sure that you don't let no one tell you how high your level of expertise can go. You decide that. And if I would have listened to it, I wouldn't have been where I'm at right now. Period.
Gentlemen, all right, real quick, I ain't gonna keep y'all long. I know we got a lot of speeches from everybody. Try to wrap it real quick. First of all, I want to thank all the parents. I want to thank all the parents who brought the kids out today, and everybody who came and competed. Y'all come in, man. This is FVO was something that I came up with. Honestly, this has just been a few weeks. It was just something I just kind of felt was needed for y'all, man, to give back. My journey, like a lot of them, I played youth football on this very field. That's why I wanted to do it here. This is where I played youth football at, right here on this park. And we won a lot of Super Bowls. I started right here on this field. And from this football field, from me playing this football field, Coach saw me out here, and I got a scholarship. I went to Pace High School from here. And from Pace High School, I got a scholarship. I played for the University of Miami. And like they said, football is not going to always be your journey. I swear I thought it was mine. I went to the University of Miami. I played very early, right after Ray Lewis. When Ray Lewis left Miami, from middle linebacker, I went and I was middle linebacker. I was playing as a freshman. I was starting as a freshman at the University of Miami. My first college game, I was defensive player of the game, everything. My first college game, you couldn't tell me nothing. I thought I was going to be it. Next year I come into it, I had tumors forming my ankle, I had surgery. Playing against Baylor, end of the game, we blowing them out. I'm playing around, offensive lineman came out and cut me. My foot stayed in the turf, messed up my knee. Had 2 surgeries in that 1 year. And I was at the University of Miami. I was hurt, I was out. The dude was backing me up, like any school y'all want to go to, was an All-American just like me. So when I got hurt and I missed the season, he went on and led the team, and Tiger was defensive player of the year in the Big East. It was over, you know what I mean? And so that was my football journey.